What's up everyone, Pinoy Trading here. Here's another video of my trade from KODK, the biggest winner of the week. I'm also going to show you my current P&L in the last 3 months with Lightspeed. As you all know, I made the switch to Lightspeed back in April, and there's some goods and bads, but we're going to discuss that later. So right now, I just want to pull the chart of KODK and show you guys how I traded it. As you can see here, this ticker is KODK, and this chart is a 5-minute chart. So every candle, for those who don't know, that every candle here represents 5 minutes. So this is 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. Okay, I didn't want to pull the 1 minute chart because there's a lot of actions going on, and I think pulling the 5 minute chart would be easier for you guys to see it clear. So with KODK, it had news that they're gonna start making drugs in the US, and the day before it ran to 60. It already ran from $2, I think, to all the way to like high 8s, and it just never broke above 8. And after hours, President Trump had special mention of the drug company, and it just started ripping in the after hours, and the momentum just continued in the pre-market the next day, and it popped all the way to like $16, high 16 or 18 maybe. And just looking at this pre-market, I really thought that it was overextended. That's why when the market opened, I just stayed away from it. I didn't really trade this breakout here within this 5-minute candle here, and I just waited for it to just like consolidate and see where it's gonna hold. And and the moment I saw this candle here with volume, I started scalping it, so that I could see a nice good run if it was to hold this level, which it did. So I just traded this area here until it got to a point where the stock got halted. It ripped, coming from the halt, got halted again. It ripped again, got halted again. It just kept going up and up and up, and I kind of felt FOMO on this area because I was not able to trade this area here. The stock just kept going up and up and up and up, and like I said, I felt a little bit of FOMO, but until it got rejected to 60, and it kind of reminded me of a stock that I traded like 2 years ago or a year ago. I think it was like AWX or AXW, where it also made a pretty similar run. And as soon as I realized that, I just waited for a flush when it was halted at 49. I mean, it already made a nice dip from 60 all the way to 49, but it got halted for like, I think, 10 minutes here. And coming from the halt, it resumed at $29. So from $49, it resumed to $29. That's $20 difference there. And it popped really quick back up to 30 and got halted. And I was like, man, how am I gonna able to enter if it makes a quick run like that? So it got halted to 30 here, and coming from the halt, it resumed even lower, surprisingly. So when it resumed, I just jumped in as fast as I could at 27, almost like 28, and held it through this whole run here. I sold at $34. It got halted here for 5 minutes, and coming from the halt, it just popped all the way back up to 34, and that's where I sold most of my profits. It even popped all the way back up to like 41, I think, or 40, but I just didn't trade this area here. And then it consolidated here, it popped again, and I think I was able to scalp some on this area and gave a little bit of my profit, but I was just really cautious when I was trading this because it was a risky stock, very risky, having having a lot of shares to trade. It's just too risky for me to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I was really cautious trading this. So as you can see, we had a gap here from 49 all the way to 29. So when it made this one, I knew that it was just going to fill the gap here. And the moment that it couldn't go above this area here, I know it was just gonna start selling off, which it did, and I just stayed away from it. So that was the trade on KODK. I'm gonna show you guys the trade that I made on KODK. This is the order. $1,000. I mean 1,000 shares at $27.95 at 11:03:01, and then I sold it 5 minutes later, or a little over 5 minutes, at 33.84 for almost $6,000 profit. The biggest profit in 5 minutes that I ever made. 6,000, guys, $6,000. I mean, I can absolutely not make that with my employer. So that was a trade on KODK. So now, and here's also the trade that I made on Wednesday. As you can see, we made 7,375 with KODK. KNDI, I traded that too, but didn't make much money. BLNK, it was choppy for BLNK. BLNK could have been better if it wasn't choppy, but you know, gave back a few profits there. And then TUP, I think TUP's Tupperware made $90, and then Gene made 76, and I took a loss of 76, and sorry about that. CLSK took another loss of 178. SNOA was the first one that I traded, and that's where, you know, I took a $700 loss, and after that I was like, man, it was not a, you know, it was not the best time to, you know, start the day having a 747 loss on the account. But until, you know, I traded KODK, and that's where, you know, surprisingly I made 7,000, almost 7,400 there. So to close the day, we made 7,150. So I was really happy with that. And then the next day, where I was, I made a back-to-back big win. As you can see here, PRPO, I made 3,300. TAOP, I made 2,500. KNDI, I made 1,600. BLNK, we made 374 again. Man, BLNK just keeps on getting choppy and choppy and choppy every time I trade it. And then CNET, you know, $10. And then EDSA made only $2. EDSA, I was not focused on it when the market opened, but some made few money there. And then DRTT is 125 loss. So that's about almost 8,000 profit there. So back-to-back big win for me. And now here's to show you the where I currently stand with Lightspeed since I joined them. You guys might say that, you know, I'm paying a lot on commission, but you know, it is what it is for me. I'm a scalper, so I like to go in and out as many times as I could. So, I mean, as long as I see really good opportunity in the market. So it will really require a lot of commission to be a scalper, I think. And as you can see here, this is April, May, June, July. I think back in April I only traded the last 2 weeks. So as you can see, I was just testing the water here, made 7,000 gross profit. Net after commission and fees only made 4,500. As you can see, for the commission I paid almost 1,700, and then execution cost of 1,000, and then I don't know what reg fees is, probably like regulation fees or something, but yeah, that's $90. And then come May, we made 16,464. We net 8,000 only, half of that, and we paid 6,000 for the commission, and then we paid almost 2,000 for the execution costs. Reg fees, we paid almost 300. And if we go over here, as you can see, I funded the account back in April with 50,000, and then with this $10 minus here, I think this was a charge for using the level 1. I really thought I was using the level 2 when I started using with Lightspeed, until I saw a bit difference on the book, and I called the customer service and let them know if I asked if I was using the level 2, and they started saying, no, you're only using level 1, and that's why maybe I only generated 16,000 back in May. But maybe if I was using level 2, I would have probably profited even more. But you know, I made some mistakes trading back in May. Let me show you my trades back in May here. As you can see, okay, is that big enough? Okay, as you can see here, this is the gross profit and this is the net profit here. So this is my take home, and this is the profit before commission. As you can see, if we go over here at the net P&L, as you can see, I had 4 losses back in May, but if you see the amount that I generated or I profited, I mean, they're just small wins, really small wins. $725, $60 in one day. I mean, there are days like that. And then I made $55, you know, another small win. So I didn't really profit a lot back in May. You know, there's probably some mistakes that I did, or maybe because I was just only using the level 1. But anyhow, you know, profit is profit for me. I'm not asking a lot. I just trade, you know, whatever opportunity that I see in the market, and if I profit big, then, you know, that's good. If not, then so be it. And if I profit just a little, you know, I'm happy with that too. So that was a trade back in May. I mean, that was the trades back in May. Now we go to June. As you can see, the gross profit, I tripled what I made in the previous month of almost 49,000, and I net almost 34,000. So like what, like 15,000 was taken out for commission and fees, and you paid 503 for reg fees too. And you see this $21, this was a charge for using the level 2. This was not a charge for the level 1. I think they only charge $10 for using the level 1, and if you use the level 2, you get charged for like, I think $55. But since I went over the volume that I'm required to trade, they only charged me like $21 there. And then let's go to June trades. Okay, here it is. So here are the trades back in June. As you can see, I only had 3 losses, and pretty much each day we're averaging about $1,000 a day. This is after commission, guys. So we profited, gross profit of 49,000, and we only took home 33,600. So I mean, that's about what, 15,000 difference that went to commission and fees. But you know, like I said, profit is profit for me. I'm not gonna complain about that. And then we go to July. We made almost 70,000, probably the most money that I made in 1 month. 70,000, guys. And then my take-home pay was just 51,500 after commission, and we paid a little less than the previous month, 9,800, and then the execution cost of 6,800 here, which was a lot. I think the execution cost went a little higher, or 2,000 higher, because I was using more share size. I increased my share size, and most of the time, if the trade didn't go the way that I was expecting it to do, then I would just hit the bid and just go, you know, exit the trade, so that, you know, I could avoid losing even more money. So if you hit the bid, that will definitely hit your commission and your execution cost. But if you add liquidity to the level 2, then you would probably get a little bit of rebate there. But you know, so 69,000 there with net profit of 51,000. I mean, I can't really complain with that. And if you go over here, cash in and out, this is how much money I've taken out the account since I funded it with 50,000. And with end of month equity, I'm now left with 71,790. So, you know, Bottom line is with Lightspeed can be really expensive if you don't have a tested strategy that you have been using. If you're a new trader, I wouldn't really suggest using Lightspeed because it could really hurt your account with commission and execution costs, and they're just gonna pile up, especially if you're losing on on the trades that you make. So, and if we go down here, year-to-date trades, if you see my July trades, I traded less, but I made a lot more money. That just shows that I think my accuracy was better and didn't require a lot of trades to make 68,000, as opposed to having 12,758 trades back in June, where I only made 49,000. So accuracy here was way better than June, and June was definitely way better than May, I would say, or but yeah, just a little bit better. But anyhow, so July was definitely the best month as far as accuracy goes, and how much money we generated. So that's about it, guys. Oh wait, before, let me show you guys my trades back in hold on, give me a second here. Let me show you my trades in last month. So here it is. As you can see, we only lost twice in last month, July, and the most that we generated, the most profit that we made was 7,000 on Thursday, and almost 7,000 on Wednesday. So really solid month for me. We also made 5,000. I almost forgot, we made 5,000 on 7/15. That was probably Wednesday of July. So that's another 5,000 there, 6,000. So overall, solid month. Can't really complain where I stand. If you guys are using Lightspeed, make sure you guys have a tested strategy, or else you guys gonna pay a lot of commission and execution costs. I just wish that Lightspeed was commission free. I think there would be a lot more traders trading with Lightspeed if it was commission free, and they would just keep the execution costs and reg fees that they charge you. I would be okay with that. So that was just my take on Lightspeed. But as far as the commission, man, look at how much I paid for the commission the last 3 months. Almost 28,000 for the commission, and then execution costs I paid almost 15,000. I mean, that's a lot of money, guys. I made 141 gross profit, and my only take home was 97. So that's a little over $40,000 difference there. It's still a lot of money, but it is what it is. If you're using Lightspeed, like I said, I have no complaints using Lightspeed. I think it's the best platform out there, except for the commission. But overall, it's just solid platform if you want to be a day trader. Anyhow, I hope this momentum continues this month. I just want to stay profitable, keep it consistent, and never feel FOMO whenever something runs, and always wait for the right opportunity. And when that opportunity comes, you just gotta grab it and and profit from it. And always cut your losses quick. If you want to be a successful day trader, you got to cut your losses quick. I know it's the hardest thing to do, but you got to master that in order to stay profitable. All right, guys. Till my next video. Good luck.